in case it's not clear for all of you, every single session will be online tomorrow. So we have kind of an amazing team, we have to say it. For example, you have on YouTube, on LeWeb.co, and on youtube.com/LeWeb, you have all the sessions from yesterday, social business track and main stage. So on Friday, tomorrow, you will be able to see all the sessions you've perhaps missed. Next is Q&A between the co-founder and CEO, Nicolas Amar of ifeelgoods. They're specialized in digital promotion, and they will explain what they consider as being digital promotions. And Nicolas Rauline, who was a journalist at Les Echos, the #1 media in France about the economy. Nicolas, Michael, can join me.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Hi, very good, and you?
I say Michael because you're French, but you live in the Silicon Valley, and you're the CEO of ifeelgoods. How do you define ifeelgoods?
So ifeelgoods is a digital promotion platform. We try to offer the most relevant incentive to any end consumer. I found the idea when I saw actually the rise of Zynga, and when I saw the demographic of those people that were playing games all day long. They are actually this 43-year-old woman, 2 kids. So she's the online shopper. And you know, those kind of consumers, they love to play, they love to listen to music, but they hate to pay. And we're thinking about what about giving this as an incentive instead of the $10 off, which you can find across the board, which is no longer very exciting, actually.
Okay, I think you came with a short video. We can see it, maybe.
Everywhere they go, people are absorbed with the music, games, and services that keep them connected. So it's harder than ever for marketers to get their attention. That's why you need ifeelgoods. ifeelgoods lets you incent, convert, and reward your audiences, online, offline, or mobile, with exciting offers meaningful to them. Give Facebook currency to game players that sign up for emails, or give airline miles to shoppers who visit your stores. Offer iTunes gift codes to customers if they make a purchase on their iPad. Your fans get the stuff they love instantly, without leaving the brand experience, so promotions work better and cost less. ifeelgoods offers get click-through rates triple those of discounts, with conversion rates up to 30% higher. Plus, customers spread the word. 60% or more share with friends, resulting in as much as 30% more sales. And it all happens by making people feel good, creating strong and lasting bonds with your customers. ifeelgoods. Incent, convert, reward.
Okay, so you created the company 2 years ago, that's right?
Yeah, in summer 2010.
Okay, and what was your starting point? Why did you create ifeelgoods?
So actually in the past, I had an online media agency, and I was working with the biggest retailer in France, for example, like Trois Suisses or Intermarché. And we saw how painful it was for those retailers to manage and fulfill their promotions, right? When you were buying a gift or buying flowers, they had to give you, for example, as a promotion, a free vase. They had to manufacture the vase in China, they have to stock it and fulfill it, and it was very expensive. And then when I saw the rise of this digital life and how the consumer today is absorbed, you know, by listening to music online with iTunes or watching movies on Netflix or playing social games, I was kind of, why let's not, you know, give to the consumer the incentive they want? When you think about it, the advertising over the last 12 years online have been able now to help marketers push the right product to the right person at the right time on the right device. That's pretty impressive. But there's something that is missing, actually, is that when you see the ad, what's on it? In 90% of the ads, you will see a promotion. And this has not changed for the last 50 years. It's the same free shipping, buy one, get one free, or discounts.
And when you started, you were pretty close from Facebook with offering on Facebook credits, stuff like that. What about now? Has it changed?
Yeah, the scope has changed a bit. So we were one of the launch partners with Facebook, one of the 3 companies that can allow to offer Facebook credit as an incentive outside of the Facebook canvas. And Facebook credits being the currency that allows you to play games and anything on Facebook. Actually, Facebook decided to rename and rebrand last summer their currency and to be more like iTunes or Google is doing, more local currency. So now it's no longer Facebook credits, it's going to be dollars on Facebook. And we actually have now 100 different rewards. So besides Facebook, we work with iTunes, we work with Skype, we work with Amazon, in France with people like the e-magazines, like Le Kiosque, or people like Restopolitan.
Okay, so the scope is quite large now.
Yeah.
Okay. From the consumer's point of view, what are the benefits of such an offer?
So to be honest with you, when we launched the company, we thought that we will only help marketers reduce the cost of the promotion. And it goes much beyond this. It's just the tip of the iceberg. Because actually, when you give something that speaks to you, like let's say that you're an addict of your iTunes because you're buying music all the time, and if I give you this as an incentive, you're usually so excited that we can see huge leverage in terms of the click-through rates on ads. So if you compare a cash incentive versus, for example, an iTunes credits promotion, we will see like 2 to 3x better click-through rates. We will see up to 30% better conversion rate. And what is really cool also is that 70% of the consumers are actually so happy that they will share it on their social networks, which is driving then earned media approximately 30%, which you don't see actually with discounts. When you got $10 off, you won't claim it to your friend, or you won't brag about it.
Okay, and what kind of actions can we do in that area?
So what is pretty interesting is that because it's a digital reward, the denomination can be very low. We can offer as much as a song, which costs €1 to someone. So let's say you're a large brand and you want someone to subscribe to your newsletter, but you only have like €1 for a budget. There's little chance that the end consumer would want to actually to give you something for €1. But if you promise him like the most relevant song that he likes, he might actually do it. So we can incentivize, because of those low denomination, practically anything. You can incentivize a check-in with digital rewards. You can incentivize online buying, mobile download, any kind of engagement.
And from the brand's point of view, from the advertiser's point of view, what kind of benefits can they expect?
So actually, the issue is that you have the big players, they've done like the maximum on advertising. They've optimized their bid management on Google for years now. They're at the top. They're now using RTB on Facebook, which is pretty efficient, but they need to constantly find new oxygen, new media at a cheap price. Actually, by offering a relevant incentive, you can tap into a new media channel. To give you an example, we have clients that are, for example, selling flowers, like 1-800-Flowers.com. They were doing a promotion which was buy at Flowers and get $10 worth of iTunes credits. And we told him, you should push this offer on iAds, right? Because if someone is on his Apple or his iPhone, it's Mother's Day, he wants to buy flowers, and he can get the credits directly into his device. That's very appealing, and the clients saw 12x better click-through rates on ads.
And are there bad reactions from brands? Some could think that the message is quite far from their activity. Offering a song or a game can be a wrong message, a kind of wrong message for them.
So we try to work on both cases with the best advertisers, the biggest brands, and also with the biggest reward. And it's hard for a brand to get as much love as Apple have, for example. So if you put a little of the love that people have with Apple and you put it with your brand, actually you grew up with them.
Okay. And these kind of promotions are universal? You can do everywhere?
Most of the reward, like Amazon, they are pretty much all over the place, and Apple are. But we can also work with local rewards. For example, local e-magazines, local VOD catalog, for example, like we do in France.
Can you give us some examples and share with us some of the campaigns that have been pretty strong on ifeelgoods?
Sure. There was one that was pretty interesting last year with Universal Pictures for brands. They had a movie called Tower Heist. It was basically a scavenger hunt. So people had to find buttons everywhere on Facebook, and every time they got a button, it was a 10-cent incentive, which was actually 1 Facebook credit. What was very surprising is that they had to divide the cost of the budget for the marketing by 3, because it went so viral that they didn't need to push it. So we actually were able to have people action and engage for 10 cents which is like 10 times less than the cost of a click on Facebook ads, for example.
And the click rates and the transformation rates are pretty high?
Yeah, what is
on
really amazing is that when you take the whole funnel of the channel marketing, from advertising, we see when we A/B test $10 off versus a digital reward, you see consistently 2 to 3x better click-through rates on the ads. And then we have an average 30% better conversion rate because people are really excited and they share it to the friend. This is driving value at every step of the way, actually.
Are there sectors that work better than others on click rates and transformation?
So obviously it's very well suited for retailers, but we see a lot of also a very interesting segment to the loyalty play. Because usually when you have a loyalty program, you need like miles, you need 50,000 miles before you can get a flight. It's not very, attainable. It's perhaps sometimes frustrating. And then you will see only the consumer come once or twice to redeem those flights because he will have only a few miles every time he acts. But if it's a digital reward, you can give him something for $1, which means that he will come much more often in your property, in your website.
Okay, and what about competition in the sector? The offer is pretty new, but I mean, maybe some giants of internet could be interested by these activities. One day, Facebook has the data, for example.
So
are you
today,
prepared? Are you prepared for that?
Sorry?
Are you prepared for that, for the competition?
So actually, today we have no competition, and I can tell you that every day I know why. It's a very, very complex industry. But yes, if you look at what happened during Black Friday this last month, actually, it was pretty interesting because you see out there a lot of offers, like buy an Xbox. Microsoft was doing something like buy an Xbox and get $25 free worth of Xbox points. And Google's doing the same with the buy the last Nexus and get $25 worth of Google Play credits. So they are bundling this. But if you're only one brand, either Google or Facebook, and you want to work with Walmart, Walmart will tell you, hey, I sell both the iPhone and Android devices. So I need something that works across the board. So I think that we are much needed middlemen in this scenario.
And mobile is a great thing.
For us, we treat mobile on two different ways. We drive any action, so if you buy online, it's like on your mobile, like on a website, you will be able to enjoy the same promotions. But we also use mobile to run offline promotions, like check in on a store and get a reward, or go and buy on the store and scan a QR code, which is on the ticket after the receipt, for example.
Okay. It's a famous web-to-store.
Yeah, I think in the US they came with this shopper marketing concept. I think people like Walmart, they're still doing 99.5% of their revenues offline. So even if they're doing very interesting things online, their main goal is to still attract the traffic in the stores.
And what kind of sectors are you working with? Retailers is the majority of your activity?
So retailers, but also big brands. For example, we work with Coca-Cola for their MyCoke Rewards program. And actually, you can redeem and exchange your MyCoke points against our virtual currencies.
Yeah. Okay, and well, you said that customization is a key point of the offering right now. What's the next step? How can we improve this kind of offerings?
It's to do it automatically. It's to gather enough data or be able to create an algorithm that will push for you a music, but for this mister it will be a video, and for that person it will be a free game, for example. And if we can target the right incentive for every user and do it automatically, it's going to be phenomenal.
A kind of marketplace of promotions? It's a way?
Like a platform with an algorithm. So you can compare us like a company like I like a lot, like retail. They're pushing for the most relevant product. We are taking the angle of pushing for the most relevant incentive, which we can combine, obviously, with the most relevant product.
And are there countries that adopted these offering more quickly? It's pretty bigger in the US than in Europe, for example, in terms of markets. Are there? stronger market than others right now?
So actually, we are live in 18 countries, and we see some surprising countries that are picking up, like Italy, even with the crisis, they're doing very well, and people are very addicted to those digital rewards and instant rewards. And Turkey is also very strong. It's like countries you would not think of initially that are pretty strong.
Many Facebook users, maybe in Turkey, that
it's helping.
Helps. Okay, well, thank you very much, Michael.
Thank you.
A last word? A last word to...
Last word? Thank you. And think of digital promotion is also removing a pain that you have with your existing promotions, and just A/B test. It's very easy to get, to try 1 or 2 or 3 rewards against your classic promotion. And even if you do it manually, you will see awesome results.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.